Hey everybody, this is Jason from Howard Brothers True Value, and I'm doing another recipe from home today. I was sitting around yesterday trying to think of what to do. Summer, even though it's not officially here, is here. It's hot, it's humid, and I'm trying to think of some good light dishes to cook up right now. And so I was thinking I'm going to do an appetizer, a main dish, and a dessert, all based on one food item. And that food item is pineapple. And what we're gonna do, I found all these recipes online, not necessarily Traeger. You know me, I like to just look out there and find stuff. So what we're gonna do, we're doing for an appetizer, it's a grilled spice sweet ham pineapple skewer. We're doing a kicked up shrimp and pineapple flatbread. And then for dessert, which is I'm the most excited about, we are doing a pineapple upside down biscuit. And we're doing all of this on the Traeger. So let's get started. Okay, so before we get started, it just so happens that all three things we're doing today all cook at the same temperature. But I'm gonna show you how you can do multiple things at the same time. So what I need to do first, I gotta get this grill fired up to 400 degrees, and I need to get this pan warming up, this cast iron skillet. Now that's gonna be our main dish, but I wanna go ahead and throw it on with the appetizer as well. So let's get this thing fired up to 400 degrees, get the skillet on, and go back inside and start making appetizers. So the grill is warming up right now. I put it on 400 degrees. I've got the cast iron skillet on there, which we're gonna use for the main dish, like I said. But we're gonna start off now, we're gonna do the appetizer. It's the grilled spicy sweet ham pineapple skewer. Very simple, and I think it's gonna be very good. Now, to let you know, I'm doing these recipes for the first time ever, so we're gonna find out. So basically, for the appetizer, what you need is a jar of chunks of pineapple, some toothpicks, some Black Forest ham. This is Hillshire Farms, I think is what we got, and 2 jalapenos. And it's very simple. What we're gonna do, I've got a stack here of 5 slices right now. I'm gonna slice it into thirds. I'm then gonna take the jalapeno and slice it up. Now, I know not everybody likes hot stuff, so I'm gonna do some with a little bit of jalapeno on it and some without. All right, I'll start with that. And then what I'll do is I'll take 1 slice of ham, 1 chunk of pineapple. I will roll it up. Grab 1 toothpick. Put it through here. And then I'm gonna sit it on a baking sheet with some parchment paper. So I'm gonna go ahead and make all these up. And also another thing we're gonna do while I'm making these up, I'm gonna take a 1/4 cup of maple syrup and a 1/4 cup of hot sauce. I'm gonna put it in a little pan. I'm gonna warm it up and stir it all together. Because what we're gonna do is once we get these on the grill, we're gonna let them cook for about 4 minutes on each side, and then we're gonna brush on this combination of maple syrup and hot sauce so you get your sweet heat. But on some that I'm not going to, I'm gonna do just the pineapple and ham, no jalapeno, and I will just take a little bit of maple syrup by itself for anyone who does not like heat at all. So give me a minute and I'll be right back with you. Okay. So I've got all the skewers finished, and just to let you know, depending on how thin you slice your jalapeno, you're gonna get about 18 to 20 individual appetizers out of 2 jalapenos. So gauge that how you see fit. And as you can see here, I've got the ones with the jalapenos, and then I've got the ones, it's just gonna be the pineapple and ham for people who don't like heat. I've got the sauce ready with the cayenne and the hot sauce and the maple syrup. And then the other side, I'm just gonna get a separate bowl of just plain old maple syrup, and we'll brush it on. But what I'm gonna do now, I'm gonna take these out to the grill. Like I said, it's at 400 degrees. I'm gonna put these on. I'm gonna check that in about 4 minutes and see if it's about time to flip it. So I said I was gonna put these skewers on for 4 minutes aside. I've decided just to leave them on one side. One nice thing about Traegers, you really don't have to flip the food, but I do want to let you know that I've let them go for 10 minutes. So they've been on here for 10 minutes. I'm now gonna put the maple syrup and hot sauce on the spicy ones, and then just maple syrup on the ones with no jalapenos. And I don't have another basting brush, so I'm gonna take a spoon and drizzle it on. But just to let you know, they're coming along really nice. As you can see, here's the skillet. It's still warming up, getting ready for the main dish. So I'm just gonna brush this on. And I might do it 1 or 2 times. I'm actually gonna wait. I want the jalapenos to kind of soften up a little bit. Now I know I said 4 minutes, but it's taking longer than that. It is coming along nicely, but like I said, it's been 10 minutes right now. So I'm just gonna baste these up, and I'm gonna put another 5 minutes, so that'll bring me a total of 15 minutes. And I will come back to you and let you know how it's coming. So while the appetizer is cooking, we're gonna go ahead and get everything prepped up for the main dish that's to come up next. And that's gonna be the kicked up shrimp and pineapple flatbread. And I'm kind of excited about that. So if you wanna step over here, I'll show you what we got. So we start off with, we got 2 naan flatbreads. We bought Stonefire naan. Never really cooked with it before, so kind of excited to try it out. We've got 1 tablespoon of extra virgin olive oil. We got 1 pound of shrimp. We've got 1 tablespoon of honey. 1 tablespoon of adobo sauce. I don't know if I'm saying that correctly, but it is a Mexican sauce of some kind, adobo. 1 teaspoon of kosher salt. 1 teaspoon of chili powder. 2 cloves of garlic. Now I buy it already minced and in a jar. So basically 1 teaspoon equals 2 cloves. So that is 2 cloves of garlic. 1 lime juiced, and basically that is going to be 2 tablespoons total. We've broken it up into 2 separate tablespoons because we're doing 2 different things with it. That's why I've got it in 2 different bowls. We got 8 ounces of pepper jack cheese, or you can use Monterey Jack cheese. 1 cup of diced pineapple, but I actually used the pineapple from the appetizer, so it was nice. I was able to kill 2 birds with 1 stone. I chopped that up a little bit. 1/2 cup of sour cream. 1/2 teaspoon of cumin. 1 medium avocado pitted. 4 ounces of crumbled feta cheese. 1/4 cup of cilantro. I like a little bit more cilantro, so that's more like, not quite a 1/2 cup. Now I don't want you to get overwhelmed with, I showed you all these different measurements and whatnot. I'm gonna break it down for you as we move on to the next step. But our appetizers are probably about ready. I'm gonna go check them, we'll pull them off, and then we'll get started on this. Okay, so like I said, the appetizers are done. We plated them up. They look pretty good, so we're gonna try them out. My wife is actually behind the camera. She's actually tasted one already and said it's absolutely incredible. Now this is the spicy one with the jalapeno, pineapple, wrapped in ham. You got the maple syrup and the hot pepper sauce on it, so that's really good. Taste the pineapple immediately, the sweet, along with the maple syrup. I haven't tasted any heat yet, so maybe I didn't get a seed. Now mind you, I know it's a jalapeno, it will get hot. So for those of you that are not hot tolerant, I did a plain one here with just a little maple syrup on it. You get what you get. Tastes good. Pineapple, wrapped in ham. Definitely tastes the maple syrup on it. But personally, the heat, the hot sauce is excellent. And just to let you know, I ended up cooking these for 20 minutes. Didn't flip them, just left them on the tray, just how I put them on. And I just really wanted to soften up the jalapeno. That's what I was looking for. You know, the meat was already cooked. I was just trying to warm it, but I wanted that jalapeno to get softened up. That's a poolside appetizer right there. Okay, so the appetizers are finished. I've brought them out and they're chilling. We're going to show you here in a minute. But in the meantime, we're getting ready to move on to the main course. What I've got here is 1 pound of already pre-cooked shrimp. We just pulled the tails off it and it's been deveined. So what I'm going to do to this, I'm going to add the adobo sauce, extra virgin olive oil, let's put this a little bit, the honey. Actually, I'm going to use that spoon to get the honey off of it. You know how that always stays. The kosher salt, garlic, the chili powder, and half of 1 lime, which is 1 tablespoon. Now what I'm going to do, I'm going to mix this all up, and we want this to sit for a few minutes, just to let it absorb all the good juices, the flavorings. And then what we're going to do here in just a minute, we're going to let it sit for, I don't know, about 10-15 minutes. You know that skillet that we put on right back at the beginning? Well, that's where this is going. It's going to go on that hot skillet, probably going to take a couple minutes. But before we do that, I'm going to mix this up. Set this aside. And now what I'm going to do, I'm going to brush a little extra virgin olive oil on our naan bread. I'm going to go throw that out on the grill for just a couple minutes on each side, just to warm it up and toast it. We'll then pull them back off, let them cool, and we'll come back to you in a minute. I did say I'm going to take the naan bread and throw it on the grill. What I failed to let you know was I'm putting it on a pan with some parchment paper. Like I said, I'm going to put it out there for about 2 or 3 minutes on each side. I've already put the extra virgin olive oil on them. Just wanted to let you know that. Be back to you in a minute. So we got the naan bread on. We're just warming it, toasting it a little bit. And while that's going on, we're going to make the sauce that's going to go on the naan bread with the shrimp and whatnot. Now, they say to put it in a blender. I'm going cheap today. I just don't feel like washing my blender. So basically, what I'm going to do, I'm going to put 1 avocado into the blender, the sour cream, the cumin, and the other half of the lime, which is 1 tablespoon. And what I want to do is I'm going to chop this up till it's smooth and creamy. This is just a sauce that's going on top. So I'm not going to make you sit here and watch me mix this up, but in a nutshell, that's what I'm doing. Hey, all right, so we've pulled the naan bread off the grill. It's quite interesting. I've never done naan bread before, but boy, did it get nice and really, really soft. I'm quite interested in how that's going to taste. My sauce is now ready to go for the most part. I've chopped it up as much as I wanted to. If it's a little chunky, heck with it. I'm good to go. So now what we're going to do, we're going to take this shrimp that's been sitting in this bowl, probably about, I'll say good 15, 20 minutes now. And we're going to take this out to that skillet that has been sitting on that grill from the very beginning. So that thing's going to be screaming hot. So this shrimp is only going to take literally a couple minutes. I'm not even going to close the lid. I'm going to stay with it, fry it up, bring it back in so we can start building our bread. All right, so here's the skillet. It's been on this entire time getting hot. I mean, I'm sure it's screaming hot. So we're just going to dump all this, in there. Ooh, and this is only going to take a minute, y'all. I promise you that. Oh my gosh, that smells so freaking good. I have no idea what adobo sauce is, but if it tastes as good as it smells, I'm excited. So like I said, I'm just gonna sit here stirring this up. I don't want the shrimp to sit in any one spot really for very long at all because this pan is hot. And as soon as it turns just warm, I mean, it's already pre-cooked. I just want to warm it all up. Then I will bring it back in and we'll build our non-spicy, hot, spicy shrimp, cheesy naan bread. So we brought the shrimp back inside, and as I was just warming it up out there, I was talking to my wife. I think they recommend where I think the recipe calls for raw shrimp. That's why you would do that in the saute pan. Ours was already pre-cooked, but dang, it was still fun to use the skillet. So anyways, I'd probably get a pound of raw shrimp next time, but who knows? We're gonna find out. But we're now ready to build the non-bread shrimp thing. I can't remember what it's called off the top of my head. But basically what we're gonna do, we're gonna take some of the, I have pepper jack or Monterey Jack, whatever you want. Gonna put a little layer of that down. Spread it out. It's kind of like building a pizza, I guess you would say. Just a little bit. A little bit of feta cheese. Not a lot. I know some people don't like a lot of feta. I love cheeses of all kinds. My wife has come to tolerate me over the years and kind of adapted a little flavor herself. Just started to be a little more connoisseur of cheeses. Can't get her to do olives though, but with my Greek background, that would be why I love them so much. Then I'm going to put a little bit of the chopped pineapple on each one. Just a little bit on each one. Jesus. This is by guess and by golly. And then we're going to put some of the shrimp on there. I've got a slotted spoon so the juices run out. I assume that's what you'd want to do. You don't want it getting soggy. So I'm going to spread this out on here. It looks like we'll have a little bit of shrimp left over. That's all right, because I actually bought a couple extra non-breads. We might do another one after this. And then what we do is just a little bit more cheese on top. Just a little bit. Just a little bit. Not much. Get back there. Get back there. All right. And then what I'm going to do, I'm going to take this back out to the grill. I'm going to stick it on. The grill's still at 400 degrees. I'm going to stick this on. We're just waiting for the cheese to melt now. I'm going to guess 3 to 5 minutes. I'm going to check it at 3. I'll let you know what it actually comes out to, but that's my guess. I'm going to start with 3 minutes. So the naan is done. We let it cook on the grill till the cheese got nice and melty. Just to let you know, I let it go for about 9 minutes. I checked it every 3 minutes, but the 9-minute mark, it looked pretty good to me. So I brought it in. I've drizzled on some of that sour cream, avocado sauce we made with some cilantro. And now we're gonna cut it up. Give this thing a try. Let's see how it is. I'll get a taste and then I'll hand it to my wife and I'll take the phone.
Looks delicious. What are you talking about? I'm just gonna take it while you're doing it. Ooh, look at that.
Oh my gosh. I don't even know what to say.
Oh my god.
Oh, my turn.
That's so good. And my daughter just walked in the door. So get her, see what she thinks.
Wait a minute.
That's so good.
Give me that back.
All right.
Get your own piece.
I want to keep eating. But on to the last page. I'm sorry, I probably got stuff on my mustache. The one I'm absolutely most excited about, the individual pineapple upside down cake in muffin tins. Let me get everything around and I'll show you what we're gonna do. But I ain't gonna lie to you. I'm gonna stop and eat this right now. See you in a minute. Now, the one I've been waiting for the most. We are now gonna do the pineapple upside down biscuit. All right, it's a biscuit. We're doing it on the grill. in a muffin tin. I've got 2 tubes of buttermilk flaky biscuits. It doesn't have to be Pillsbury, but that's what I have. There's 8 in here, so 16. I'm gonna have to get another pan. I've got 1 can of crushed pineapple, and you want to juice it, and it keeps getting more and more juice. So I guess apparently at some point it is what it is. So separate the juice from it. You're going to use that in a little bit. 1 jar of maraschino cherries, half of a stick of butter, room temperature, and a half a cup of brown sugar. All right. So what I'm going to do first, I'm going to take, it says to grease a muffin tin. All right. Normally I'd use spray, you know, to grease it up and whatnot. But in this case, I'm kind of concerned because the brown sugar and everything's going to be at the very bottom. So I'm literally going to use Crisco. I'm going to get a little paper towel, and I'm going to just rub in the grease on each one of these pie openings, and then I'll be back with you in just 1 second. So I've got the muffin tin all greased up because I have 16 biscuits. I had to get another one out and grease four extra ones. So basically what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna take the crushed pineapple that's in this bowl, add the half a cup of brown sugar, and the half a stick of melted butter, or room temperature butter. I guess you can melt it. And I need to mix this all together. So I'm gonna stir this all up. And then what we're gonna do, we're gonna put this filling into the bottom of each of the muffin pan containers, and add 1 maraschino cherry, and then top it with a biscuit. So I've got it all stirred up now. I got the brown sugar and the butter and the crushed pineapple all stirred up. I can see why they wanted room temperature butter, because it's starting to coagulate again, I guess. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna put just a decent bit in the bottom of the muffin tin. We're gonna do this for each and every muffin tin. And then what we're gonna do, I'm gonna stop right here and finish them up. But the next thing I'm gonna do is you take a maraschino cherry, push it all the way to the bottom. For some reason it says make sure it's touching the bottom. I don't know why. Then you're gonna take one of these biscuits, plop it in that pan, in that individual pan, and I'm kind of like forming it in there. Do one more. Make sure it all gets down in there. And then for some reason, I don't know why, but it says to take 1 teaspoon, but I'm gonna take a half a teaspoon of that pineapple juice you've been saving and drizzle it on the top. Don't know why. So basically, that's what I'm gonna be doing 16 times over. So I'll save you from the pain of watching me do all 16 of them. But I'll be back with you as soon as I'm ready to put them on the grill. All right, so here we are. We got them all made up. Got the biscuits on top. I drizzled half a teaspoon of pineapple juice over the top of each one. I don't know why, but it says to do it, so I did. So on the grill we go. It says 12 to 15 minutes. I'm gonna start with 12. Again, we're still at 400 degrees. And I'll let you know how it turns out in a minute. So I've just pulled the pineapple upside down biscuits off the grill. Just to let you know, I let them go for 15 minutes. They look like they're perfectly done in 15 minutes. So actually, I'd be smart about this. I don't know exactly if these are going to come out or not. I hope.
Oh
my gosh, they came out. Holy cow. Holy cow. Wow. That's pretty cool. Okay, well, we're gonna let those chill for a little bit, cool off, because they are screaming hot. I'm gonna flip over the other 4 under another pan. We'll be back in a few minutes and give it a taste test. Okay, as you can see, they actually turned out really, really good. I was not gonna lie to you, I was kind of nervous about how it was gonna turn out, but my goodness, if they taste as good as they look, I'm gonna be very happy about this. So I'm gonna take mine, and Alice is gonna take hers off the side. And I know the camera's gonna be not good here. Oh my gosh, flaky. Oh my gosh.
Oh my.
Yo,
Wow.
that is
That's good.
so good. It's so simple, so easy. The buttermilk biscuit, just the butter taste of the sweet in the pineapple. Oh my. You know, so there you have it. I picked one food, which was pineapple. We did an appetizer, we did a main dish, and we did one heck of a dessert. Hope you all enjoyed the video. What you cooking on your Traeger?